What's the good word, Josh? Your boy DKB here. So we know we lost to Jadeveon Clowney sweepstakes. He goes to the Panthers for 2 years, $20 million. But all isn't lost. You take a look at the Jets' edge rushing situation. I still think we have one of the better units in the league, but we know Robert Saleh puts a premium on having the deepest rotation possible. So the fact that we were so in on Jadeveon Clowney clearly speaks to the fact that we want to add some kind of veteran presence, right? And I have the strong feeling that if we do lock up another edge rusher via free agency, that will clearly guide us away from any potential signs or indications that we may look to a guy like Jared Verse or a Dallas Turner in a crazy event at the 10th pick, right? So who could be the optimal replacement for us? Well, Jadeveon Clowney in itself is kind of an enigma with the way his career has gone, but he obviously had elite elements to his game, and I think Calais Campbell, a name we should be pretty familiar with, can offer some of that same versatility in different aspects. Right now, you take a look at a guy like Calais Campbell, 37 years old. He's coming off of somewhere between 500 and 600 snaps for the Falcons in 2023. But he's bringing some things that you really, really love as a guy that could be a JFM level player in this New York Jets defense, which would actually benefit us even better because you're talking about having a kind of insurance policy for a guy like Javon Kinlaw if he gets injured, not necessarily having to pigeonhole JFM into a certain spot either. And then you also have, with him being a JFM clone, the fact that you can use them in duality at the same time, right, on the field to kind of play to, whatever the personnel package advantage will help you out with. 37 years old. Last year, he had a 9.6% pressure rate and being one of the 69 defenders on the edge that had at least 400 snaps that ranked 57th, right? League average was about 12.2%. So we're not talking about the same, Jacksonville Jaguars level Calais Campbell, but still pretty significant. And in the New York Jets rotation, you would imagine that he's not going to take nearly as many snaps as he had last year, which means he'll be consistently fresh, always giving his best. And again, with that duality, he's going to offer being able to reduce inside to a defensive tackle while offering a strong run presence on the outside and still some pass rush pop. You would think that you can kind of amplify those numbers a lot more, right? We were missing between Bryce Huff leaving and us not returning Carl Lawson about 600 snaps. Ideally, you bring in a Calais Campbell, he's going to eat up 300 to 400 of those, and you can slowly continue to increase Will Campbell's snaps, bump him up to that 200 to 300 range, and if he ends up showing that he can handle even more, cool, then you're giving Calais Campbell, a veteran, again, being 37 plus years old, ample opportunity to rest and recover his body over the course of an entire season. Run defense, that was where the elite aspect to his game pops up. An 80.2 run defense grade according to PFF last year. That made him 8th out of 73 edge defenders that had at least 175 run defense snaps. This is where you should see the biggest boom for your buck, right? This is because Bryce Huff, he consistently got better, very incrementally though. So there's a lot of meat left on the bone in that department when it came to his defensive ability, right? Calais Campbell, we know what he offers as a pass rusher, but then you get that elite defense, that run defense, right? A huge element to our game that a lot of people don't talk about. We're willing to live with the team having to beat us on the ground, but it's not quite as top notch as it could be, right? There's certain things I understand our scheme is just going to allow us to give up, but you can kind of see the effects of when you haven't had a Quentin Williams on the field, or when we saw guys like Quentin Jefferson go down, even Al Woods, go down with their injuries, and how that affected us. So love that he's going to bring that to us as well. We still seen him pop with the Ravens in 2022, I believe that was, Falcons. He still showed some excellence. So this is a guy that I think could be as strong as a replacement as you can find for a Jadeveon Clowney or a combination of the guys we lost in Carl Lawson and Bryce Huff. And, he couldn't be more of a better role model for JFM, by the way, who's 27, 28, so still in that prime era of his career, and still will help out guys like Will McDonald, still will help out guys like a Jermaine Johnson with his wealth of knowledge. And again, I can't speak enough about this. We still need solid defensive tackle depth. And hopefully a guy of the future, so maybe he can help unlock something in some of the guys like a Javon Kinlaw, or maybe Tanzel Smart is able to finally get into this rotation consistently in the regular season. But let me know what you guys think. I believe he should be a strong target for the New York Jets moving forward, if nothing else, to just make sure that we don't have to take an edge rusher anywhere in the first 3 to 4 rounds. But let me know what you guys think, and I'll catch you again. Peace.